And for me, like I said, I was playing. I'm not gonna pull up any video because I did not stream Lies of P. This is the first game I've played in a long time, just
Like
off
off
stream,
stream.
and the reasoning was is I didn't want to go into a because I was playing Armored Core, and it was obviously I spent 5 hours on one boss, 2 hours on another boss. It's one of the. I mean, as much as you want to say, I want to say it's not a Souls like. Those bosses are Souls like, and so I didn't want to play essentially the same genre on stream. I kind of wanted
Yeah.
to just break it up. I didn't want to keep dying on stream for a, a
For
week
the enjoyment of everyone.
for the enjoyment of everyone.
Maybe
Right?
people like seeing you die though. Maybe that's why they watch
I
you.
mean, they still stick around. So I
Have you
guess
run a poll? Be like, why do you watch me? In the first answer,
you
just
want
like,
to
I
see
like
me
seeing
die.
you suffer. Yeah.
So I mean, here's the thing with Lies of P. I know we were talking about it when they kind of announced it years back. It's essentially it's a Souls like, and it's the story of Pinocchio, kind of a adaptation of Pinocchio done by
Yo,
uh
badass Pinocchio. Damn.
yeah, Pinocchio over here getting ready to shoot up some people and slice them.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
If Winnie the Pooh can do it, so can
Oh, I would love a Winnie the Pooh Souls. I'm not even kidding, man. Like the fucking door's wide open. The fucking
oh,
what is
it
it?
is
The rights are
the
now
rights.
like, yeah, someone do that.
It is there for the taking. And so, I mean, it's done by a Korean studio. We've got NeoWiz, and we've also got Round Eight doing the devs for this game. And I gotta say, in terms of just being a Souls like, it is amazing.
Yeah.
It nails. The last time I felt like this is when I played Bloodborne. Not when I played Elden Ring, but when I played Bloodborne. And this game takes a lot of influence from Bloodborne in terms of level design, sometimes even the enemies, how they're acting. There's a lot of homages if you've played Bloodborne specifically that you'll just you'll understand, and it's like you're looking at the template, but you're looking at a heavy modified version of it. Um, and it's just awesome. I what a lot of times when I look at Souls like games, they don't really get the level design. They'll have like a cool combat system like Neo, right? I think Neo has really fun combat, but the levels themselves, like in Strangers of Paradise, you're just kind of going through them. It's like a linear path. You just do this and
Yeah,
beat
you
some
can't really get
enemies.
lost. To be fair, I actually have gotten lost in Change of Paradise, but that's a different story here. Yeah.
And then for Lies of P, they what they do is they have these levels just like in any of the Souls like game or Souls games from FromSoft, where they're interconnecting and the whole design, everything connects from the town to this dungeon that you thought was super far away, didn't even connect to where you thought it would. It ends up connecting again, and it's just really nice. The actual game in terms of the bosses are hard. I gotta say they're difficult. I got stuck on a couple bosses for another 4 or 5 hours. See, I'm glad I didn't do
Mm,
it on stream. But I gotta say what was really nice is that I never felt that any time that I did die against a boss that it was like the game's fault or something. Like I felt like it was always fair.
yeah.
And I felt like the bosses themselves, these kind of mechanical puppets, were really really nicely designed, had really cool move sets, and I mean I don't know. This is for me became like my game of the year. Like personally, right now, the music is so amazing. They just kind of went above and beyond with more smaller details than I would have thought. And I think for if you're trying to find a Souls like game to get into, it's by no means easy, but I will say it has a great story, and you will walk out understanding more than likely what you just played. Like Elden Ring, I can tell you right now, I didn't understand it, and most people didn't. Most FromSoft games, it's like world lore, you know?
It's definitely like a world thing. So it's
Yeah,
kind of people like kind of just being kind of dumped in there, and you like really just discover everything.
yeah.
Some people really like that. Some people don't really like that. So
This one has world lore when you pick up the items, but it also has a cast of characters that do have their side quests that you can run and do.
mm,
And I definitely even remembered certain characters because I was like, dang, man, your story. I got touched by this. Man. I was like, man, they did a great job. It's fully
Did you
voice
cry?
acted. I did not cry, but there was a moment where I did just go like, sir, salute. Yeah, I gotta hand it to you. Um, but that's Lies of P, and you do have moments. And I guess I should explain the title, Lies of P.
I thought it was
of,
Lies of Pinocchio lies because he's a liar.
Yes, and that is the whole theme of the game is.
And every time you lie, does your nose get bigger?
So this is what I didn't know, and I've been watching someone else play through it because I didn't notice this the first time I played. So the whole concept is the more you lie, the more human you become. Because humans are liars.
Because humans are liars, yeah.
All the robots in this game,
They tell the truth.
They do. They're very genuine. And that's something you'll kind of understand as you go through it. But you do see your nose grow. There's awesome. 2 places you see it. One, there's kind of a portrait. It's not too much of a spoiler, but there's a portrait that the more you lie, the more human you become, the longer the nose on the portrait becomes. And there's a kind of surprise with that. But if you look at your shadow, the character's nose doesn't grow, but the shadow on the character, like the nose on the shadow's character,
gets longer.
It gets longer, yeah. So if you look at your shadow at a specific angle, you'll see the nose. Like
does it have like nose. Is it like Disney length? Like it's like 2 feet out,
it's longer. It's a sword's length at least.
It's sword's length.
It's a sword's length.
Well, that's huge as shit.
It's a long.
Wait, that's out of his nose, out of his face.
Out of his face, yes. It
that's
goes
funny. I honestly thought they'd be a little like just like subtle, like it's still a normal looking nose, but like maybe a little big, not like fucking like.
It's just a straight up, just like Disney's Pinocchio,
like Disney Pinocchio size.
It's like
right?
a stick, yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then of course, like the more human you become. Like at first, the way that he kind of his idle animation is that he has like a little tick, like a robot tick, when he's resting, when he breathes, it'll just go like tick, 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 tick when it comes down. But the more human he becomes, the more he has a more smooth, breathable motion to the point where he doesn't actually have any ticks at all. So there's like a lot of fun little details in it. And yeah, it's Lies of P. They have a lying system. I guess that's the underlying thing.
That's real life, baby.
That's the underlying thing of the game.
That's the theme of this game. Lying, humans are liars, yeah.
Lying and telling the truth. So you'll come to a lot of points in the game where you have to make a choice where if this is the best thing to do or if that's the best thing to do. And depending on your choice, it'll give you humanity points or it will give you like a puppet points. Like your robot points. So I don't know. I can't say anything other than it's on Game Pass if you just want to play it for free. But I say I played it on Game Pass. Just give these dudes some money. I want to go back and buy it because it's an amazing experience.
Are you gonna buy it on? What would you buy it on? Like what platform?
Since I'm not streaming or anything, whatever, probably PC. That's what I played it on. I played it on PC, so
right. Go back so you have the Game Pass because you don't have an Xbox, right? Yeah. It's out on everything, and it's not the Switch though, right?
Oh, not the Switch. Sorry, it's not out on the Switch.
The Switch 2 though.
Switch
shit,
2
no, it's delayed. Oh no, sorry, Nintendo, no, delayed another month.
Delayed and announced all at the same time. So yeah. If you are looking for a good Souls-like, we've also got Lords of the Fallen. I'll be playing that on stream. That just came out. Lots of good games this year.